This is an apple. It has around 100 calories and a myriad of vitamins, but this particular apple is very special. It came from a new community garden that's on Weber State University property. The garden is designed to feed hungry students who utilize the on-campus food pantry and to supplement the food pantry with healthy, fresh options. The garden is the brainchild of an internship that I served with a nonprofit organization. Now, as we all know, humans need food for survival. Healthy food, like this apple. Sometimes people can't get the food that they need. 20% of US adults, which is 1 in 5, couldn't afford enough food in 2012. They were food insecure. Among Utah families with children, the rate is 22%, and unfortunately, right here in Ogden, the rate is over 23%, higher than the Utah average and the national average. 23% of people in our community can't afford enough food. So when people can't get the food that they need, sometimes we as individuals need to come together, work together as a community to do something as humble and as basic as getting food. And my internship truly opened my eyes to that.
So I have a riddle for you today, and if you know the answer, I want you to feel free to shout it back at me. What is black and white and red all over? Good job, you all got it. Today, I brought with me a copy of the New York Times. And I brought with me this, not because I want to represent what's going on in the world or a certain political party, but I brought this because to me this represents my internship that I served last summer in Washington, D.C. On my very first day of the internship, my supervisor sent me to the grocery store and said, I want you to go buy a copy of the New York Times and the Washington Post. I thought I was just doing typical intern duties and I was going to buy the daily newspaper for the office. When I got back, she told me, in fact, I was going to be meeting with the CEO in 1 hour and I had to tell him everything inside this paper and more importantly, what I thought about it. I was really intimidated by that, but after meeting with him, I realized that it was so much more than what was just inside this paper that we were going to discuss. He wanted to get to know me and want to get to know my dreams and my goals and my plans. We built a sort of mentor relationship that summer, and this became my favorite part of that internship. Now, every time I see a copy of the New York Times, I'm reminded of my experience and also my goals and my dreams. To me, that's a bargain for what a newspaper costs.
To the regular person, this may look like an ordinary pair of shoes, but to me, these shoes mean so much more. To me, these shoes represent my dreams. They represent important lessons I learned from an internship that I did last summer. Last summer, I had the opportunity of doing an internship with a Utah lobbyist. On the first day of the job, we were down in Salt Lake City for a few meetings. Before the meeting started, he took me to City Creek. We walked into a shoe store, and he told me to pick out a pair of shoes for myself. I was so shocked. I'd never had an employer do something like that. In fact, I wasn't quite sure if I should be flattered or if I should be offended. If he just really liked me, or maybe he just thought the shoes I had on were ugly and he wanted me to get some new ones. At any rate, as we were sitting down and I was trying on shoes, he explained to me that with each intern that he had, he liked to be really welcoming. He wanted to do something nice that showed he cared about the relationship that we were going to build over the next few months. Well, over those next few months, I learned that kind of kindness and sincerity was not just for me or for his other interns, but he used this kind of genuineness with all of the people that he met. He really helped me to understand that relationships are about being genuine and sincere and helping other people. Now today, as I walk forward into the future and as I wear these shoes, they remind me of the importance of building meaningful and sincere relationships. Relationships that will help me to accomplish my dreams.
So today, we're going to talk to you about the value of internships and how they can help you fulfill your dreams. So let's start by getting past the intern stereotypes. Interns get the grunt menial work that doesn't matter, like making copies or getting coffee or working for Utah and getting Diet Coke. But interns are temporary, completely replaceable. And the interns in DC need to learn to not stand on the left side of the escalator. But in all seriousness, those stereotypes just aren't true, and interns are worth a lot more than the credit they're given.
For example, employers want interns. Take advantage of this opportunity as an intern to find somewhere with the position that you really want. Pick their brain, find out what they're doing, and maybe this will help you find direction, whether that's the career that you really want or maybe it's not. This is a chance for you to really apply all of the knowledge that you're learning inside the classroom in the real world. That's just the kind of experience that you don't get inside the classroom. For me, internships are also an opportunity to get an adventure. Maybe move outside of your home state or your comfort zone and get to know a different culture.
According to the Collegiate Employment Research Institute, 75% of university and college graduates will have graduated having had one or more internship experiences. According to the Millennial Student Employment Gap Study, 91% of employers would like to hire a graduate who's had an internship experience. This is huge. My dream may be to be involved in public service and to try and help the community I live in, but it's the dream of many employers to be able to hire a graduate who has had real-life, valuable experience.
My name is India, and I served an internship for a nonprofit health organization in Washington, D.C. called Family Health International 360. Now, Stuart has spoken about the importance of relationships, and I would like to mention that my supervisor in D.C. was a Weber State Wildcat. Her father is a professor here, and so she's been able to maintain close ties to the university and provide opportunities for students like me. The networking opportunities that I've had through that internship and through Stuart have led me to my current position. I'm currently the intern for the Olene Walker Institute of Politics and Public Service here at Weber State University. I'm a senior civic and legal advocacy communication major, and my dream is to help people. I want to be a political and social activist, and both of my internships have been worthy of my dream. Now, as an intern in DC, I worked on communication campaigns on behalf of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC. And my work was focused on developing resources for communities which use them to cultivate healthy leaders within those communities. So in other words, I wrote blogs about community gardens. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, blogs are just another intern stereotype. But because of the research I did for those blogs, I learned how necessary healthy community options are, and it all led me to have this very special apple today. I've always valued service and helping others, but the internship with Family Health International made me realize the potential that one person really has to grow a community and how essential a community is. One individual can plant the seeds of inspiration to grow an entire community and make a positive impact. So that internship gave me direction and made my dream visible, and that internship is how my dream has begun to germinate. It's my dream to help others through sustainable positive change, and part of that dream is to take the opportunities that I have in life and use them to benefit other people. I had the incredible opportunity to intern in Washington, D.C. What I learned was how communities across the nation support each other, and that became part of my dream. Today, thanks to that internship, my dream is quite literally tangible.
My name is Mandie, and I'm an intern at Weber State University for University Communications. I also served an internship last summer, which I spoke about earlier, for a government contracting firm called Tech in Washington, D.C. I recently graduated in public relations from Weber State, and my dream is to help others become passionate about getting involved in their communities. As an intern in D.C., I had the opportunity to work for the National Office of Head Start and promote early childhood development and education. This was an opportunity for me to really get the experience that I was learning inside the classroom and apply it in the working field. I learned so much from that internship. I learned that although cubicle work, 8 to 5 in one desk might not be my style, it boosted my confidence tremendously and definitely made me more prepared for the internship I'm serving today. I want to backtrack a little bit and talk to you about my experience as a student at Weber State University. When I was a student there, I had the chance to be heavily involved in the student government. And this was a chance for me to get to know people all across campus. I was able to build relationships with all different kinds of people and build this large network without even realizing it was happening. I remember sitting at a Christmas dinner one year with the former president of the university, and her and I were speaking about my goals and my plans. And she asked what I wanted to do next. And I told her I wanted to serve an internship in DC, but I hadn't had any luck up to that point. And she said, I think I know exactly who to connect you with. And before I knew it, the very next week, she connected me with a former Weber State alum, Omar Cater, who was the CEO that I spoke about earlier. As I look at the grand picture and see how both of my internships and all of my experiences have come into play, I really realize that it's more of who you know and not what you know. For me, both of my internships have truly opened up my eyes to that and led me in the direction that I want to go.
My name is Stuart Call. I'm currently a student here at Weber State. I'm studying political science and I'm preparing for law school. I've had the opportunity of doing a bunch of different internships on the state, on the local, as well as on the national levels. My dream is to be able to have a career in public service, to be engaged in my community, and to be able to improve the area that I live in, as well as my state and the country that we live in here. I have loved the internship experiences that I've had. They are helping me right now to accomplish my dreams by building valuable relationships. In fact, each one of my internships has taught me something important about relationships. The first internship that I was able to do was with Ogden City. I worked for their Community and Economic Development Department. There, I was able to be a part of a project where we were trying to attract and bring businesses from out of state into the Ogden area. This would provide more jobs, this would help it to improve the economic development, and ultimately we wanted to really just improve the quality of life for everybody in this area. The first thing I learned about relationships here was that relationships don't only exist between people, but relationships also exist between people and their communities, people in the organizations that they work for and that they're a part of. I was so grateful for this opportunity because I developed a greater love for my community and I developed a greater attitude of helping and trying to improve it and make it a better place. After I was working for Ogden, I went to Washington, D.C. to do an internship there. It was a remarkable experience. So many unique and interesting people. What I learned there about relationships was that there's something to learn from everybody. Every single person has something that we can be able to take from their experiences and apply in our own lives. I had the opportunity of meeting so many incredible people that have influenced me and are helping me to accomplish my goals now. After that, I came back to Weber State and did an internship helping students with the Walker Institute, helping them complete and fulfill their own internships. And like I mentioned earlier, the last internship I was able to do was with a Utah lobbyist. And there I learned it's so important to build meaningful and valuable relationships by being sincere and by being genuine. Right now, I am accomplishing my dreams. I'm working on a state legislative campaign. I'm currently doing research that I hope to be published, and I'm actively preparing for law school. All of these things I'm working on right now are a product of the internships and the relationships that I've built from them. Truly, internships so far have been worthy of my dreams.
Both of my internships are relevant because it has given me a different perspective on life. It's opened up my eyes and helped me find where I fit in the world. I am now fulfilling my dream by working on a campus that I love and helping others get involved on a campus level and a community level, and also together.
Both of my internships have been extremely rewarding. I have the unique chance to truly witness the fruits of my labor as the garden continues to thrive. Internships and Weber State University have given me the confidence to achieve my future dreams.
If your dream is to help others,
To work in the community,
To serve in leadership positions,
to serve as an elected official,
or if you're trying to find your dream,
an internship is your dream.
internships have opened the door to my dreams.
serving an internship can help your dreams take root.
Serving internships can make your dreams come true.
I have built meaningful relationships from my internships.
My internships have helped me understand myself and where I fit in the world.
Both of my internships have helped me achieve my dreams.
My internships have been a dream come true.
Internships and Weber State University are worthy of your dreams.